Hello friends, I am Rohit Shukla from rohitshuklamarketer.com. I am a website designer and digital marketer. Today we are going to make a fast loading home page without using any page builder. You can see the home page on the screen, and we will do this by not using any page builder like Elementor, Divi, Thrive Architect, Beaver Builder. So how we are going to achieve this? We will use Gutenberg based blocks for this. The main reason why I don't prefer the page builders because they slow our website. I know they have lots of features and functionality, but they slow our websites and they have a recurring cost every year. That's why I don't prefer using page builders. So before start creating any page in the WordPress, you need to first understand the basic concept of web designing. So before that, first draw the page design on a paper or use any tool for that. Say for example, I have made this design in the paper first. See, there is a menu, then image block, content, post block, and the footer area. So I made first this design on the paper, then I will convert that design into WordPress website. And there are few other basic concepts which I will tell you. Go to our screen and try to make a home page like this. So keep watching. This is our home page, which looks like this. You can see that there is a image section, blog post section, subscribe to YouTube channel, and some important links and social media icons on the bottom of it. And here there are various page builders available in the market like Elementor, Divi Builder, Beaver Builder, Thrive Architect, but I don't prefer to using them because they will eventually slow our website. In some cases they are very good in the terms of functionality, but I don't prefer it. One of the reasons for not using page builders are they are not free. They comes with a recurring payment of more than $49 every year, so that's why I don't prefer using it. So, do you have any experience of building WordPress websites? Please let me know in the comments. Do you use any page builder for making websites? Please let me know in the comments and tell me the name also, which page builder do you like the most. Before designing any web page on the WordPress, first we have to design that page on the paper or any tool like Adobe XD or some other tool. So earlier I showed you the my design on paper, so that design I converted on the WordPress website. On that paper I have designed the header section where I have placed all the link about like home, about, blog, and in this section where I have tell the purpose and my image, blog post section, and the call to action for subscribing my YouTube channel, and some important links in the footer section. And now the second part is the layering concept in the web page. There is a base layer or a background layer where you can put image, video, or a color or gradient. On top of that, if you want to add another element, then you have to put another layer where you can add different columns on it depending on your needs. Then on top of that you can add text, buttons, images, video elements, and etc other elements. This is how page builder works. And before starting any page design in the WordPress, first visualize the design itself so that you get the better understanding how to go further and which element you need to place in the web page. Now the next question arises that which theme we need to use. There are many themes available in the market like GeneratePress, Astra, Navy themes, Cadence theme. GeneratePress is more focused for the developers, so there are not too much option available for the non-techie persons. But Astra is also a good theme, but the free version doesn't come with lots of feature. Navy is also a good theme, so we will go with the Cadence theme, which is fairly new and provides very good features as compared to other themes in the free version itself. And there is one more theme like the name is Bloxy, which is also very good. So but in this tutorial we will go with the Kadence 3 theme free version. You must be thinking that if we are not going to use any page builder, then how we are going to design that page in our WordPress website. So there are many Gutenberg based blogs available in the WordPress itself. So we will use the Kadence blog, which is a free, but there are other blogs all are also available like Generate Blogs, ultimate add-on for ultimate add-ons for Gutenberg, etc. So I like the Kadence block very much, so we will go with this block. Now the next step is to install the themes and the Gutenberg based blog plugin in our WordPress website so that we can design our page in the WordPress. So our web page is consist of these elements like header, image and text area, some section blog post, blog call to action and the footer design. So we will cover all these in the later part of this video. For designing this page, I have created a separate website rohitshukla.tk for the demonstration purpose of this tutorial. So now let's log into this website. So this website looks like this. You can see that there is nothing on this page. So first of all, we go to our theme section and we will search for the Kadence theme. Now install it, and after installing, activate it. After activating the theme, the design looks like this. So I have created this design earlier, so that's why the menu and this block is showing here. So I will delete all these things from the website and create from scratch. Now I have already installed the Kadence block plugin in this website. If you want to install, then click on the add new button and search for the Kadence block plugin. Now I will go to the pages section and I have to create the blog page, about page, privacy policy page, which I already created earlier. Say for example, in the about page I have just typed the title and published on it. On blog page I have also done the same thing. For creating a new page like home page, simply write the title like home and publish. Now the home page is ready. Now we will set that Now go to the settings and general setting and quickly edit the site title and the tagline for your blog and choose the language and time zone as per your like. Now go to the reading section and change the layout of the page. So we will click on home page and select the home as a page. Now click on save. Now our home page is changed right now. So let's see. Now this is showing blank because whatever page we have created as a home, there was no content on it. Now we will go to the permalink structure and click on the post name permalink and save that setting. I have already saved it, but I was showing in this video. And in the now go to appearance and customize the theme by clicking on customize button. Now first we will go to the general setting, and here we will go to layout and set the layout of the total width of the website is 1200 pixels. Excuse me. Now in the sidebar we will not do the change the setting, but I have selected this color palette which is already pre-built in this section. So I have selected this color palette for my section. So side background I will select as the white color. Link style, I was checking that how the link will appear, no underline and all that. You can select as per your preference. So I will let it the default standard one. change now in the typography. I will change the font as per my preference. So I have selected the, so you can see you can change any font which you like. So I have selected Open Sans. Now it is not looking good, so I will select the Literate font. I don't know what is the actual pronunciation of it, so this is good, and I will change the base size to 18 pixel. So here the setting of the h1, h2, h3 tags, so you can customize this according to your preference, so I am not changing it. The social link, you can add your social media links here. Now go to the header part. So this is one of the very impressive feature which is available in this free theme. So now I have deleted all the elements which I already pasted in there. So this header is consist of the three part: top, middle and lower. On the left side I want to show my logo, that's why I have placed the logo element on the left, and on the right side I have to place my primary navigation and the button block, so that's why I have placed that. So this logo, this header will look like this. So after publishing this, now I can customize the primary navigation from clicking on this setting bar here. And before that I want to create the primary navigation for my website, so there is no primary navigation available. So I will go to the appearance menu section and create a new primary menu. So I will name that primary menu, and I will select the about, home and these kind of pages in my primary menu: home, blog, portfolio, contact, etc. these kind of pages. So now I will rearrange as per my preferences, contact at the last, and don't forget to save. Click on the save button, otherwise your changes will not be saved. Now if I will refresh it, now you can see that the whole menu changes. And now I will configure this button layout. For configuring button, go to the header section, click on the button section of your bar. But before that I want to change the logo. You can upload your logo images, and or you can define the logo, text logo. For button I can name this as get ebook button and specify the URL on the URL field. So right now that URL is page is not ready, so that's why I have left this as blank and click on publish. After that just refresh this page and you can see that get free ebook button. So now our logo is not showing. Let's check this, why it is not showing. Click on logo, go to this logo title, logo and title. So now if I click on logo and title, let's see what happens. So these are the different settings. You can show image and title, title and image above, title below. These settings according to your choice. Click on publish and check that is it visible or not. Now right now it is visible, so it is good to. So the header part is complete. Now we will go to the next part of the page. Now edit the home page which we created earlier. Now I have to disable the home which is appearing on the page itself. Now first disable the home page title on the page which is showing like this. Now refresh this. Now it disappeared. Now we can start designing our home page. So either you click on this plus icon or this plus icon to insert a block. Now we will insert a row block here. So this is our base block for this area. So we will click on that row section. Now we will add another row section which we will split in two parts. So on right we want to say insert our image here. So we will search for the image, and on left we will insert the heading text. So now I will select heading 4 and copy paste this welcome, I am Rohit Shukla text. So now the every word of this sentence is capital, so we will deal it with later. Now first complete this area. Now we will add another block here and paste the text here. Now in the third row we will simply add a paragraph block. So in the block, in this block setting, you can change, you can see there are lots of setting here, so you can change the formatting of this text. Now I just select the none, now it is showing correctly. So now same step I will do with these all next two sections. So I have selected the advanced heading tab and selected paragraph tab from that, because in that block there are many extra options which are available there but not in the Gutenberg based paragraph block. So that's why I have selected that block. So now I am changing the color to the black. I didn't like that blue color headline, that's why. Now just I am uploading, selecting my images. Now you can place the alt tab in the alt text, my name. Now adjust the image as per your block needs. Now we will add the buttons here. So for adding buttons we will use the cadence block button, not the Gutenberg based default button. So these are the advanced button. So I will name that view portfolio, and now it is not looking good, so I will go to the setting of this block. So there is a option here where I can select the theme settings. So now it will inherit the color of the theme. Now it is showing very beautiful pink color. So now you can add the URL of that portfolio link, so which I have created earlier. So just I am entering this. Now you can change the size of the button. So it is completely depend on you how much big or small you want to place the button. So hover color is also purple, which is also looking very good. Now you can place the icon, so search the appropriate icon. Now it is not coming from this portfolio, it is good. This one is the same icon which I used earlier, so I will go with this. Now one button is ready. Now I have to select the another button. Just click on the add another button and change the text, contact me, and change the icon accordingly. Just search the icon. So I have entered the email text, and now mail button is showing here, mail icon is showing here. Now the first part is ready, in which is exactly similar to our part. So now we will look the how this website is looking on the mobile. So in mobile the text area is above and image is on the lower side, but we don't want in that way. We want our image on the top and our text and buttons on below it. So for that we have, you can see the hierarchy, we have added so many sections and text here. So we will now I have to place this image on top of that. So I am searching where is this option available. Now it is not here. Go to the section, let's see if it is available here or not. Now it is also not available in this section. I have already searched it. Go to the second section, which is the column section. Let's see it is available here or not. Sometimes the option is, you know, it is available but you don't know where it is available. So right now I am also searching where it is available. Let's adjust the images little bit and see. Now yeah, it is there. So it is showing images on the mobile like this on top of the another. So we will go to in the mobile setting and select this to left to right, not right to left. Now it is showing, now it is my image is above and all the content is on the lower side. Now we can also reduce the gap between image and the text from this option. So choose the text, choose the gap accordingly. Now it is looking good. Now let's see how it is looking good on mobile. Now text area is looking good. Now let's see on different mobile sizes how it is looking. Let's change the some setting. Now we will try to center our image on the mobile itself. For that we will go to in this section and go to the mobile section, and we want to center the text area first. So we will center the area on mobile, text area on mobile, by clicking on mobile section, and here the center, not text, all the text is center on the mobile. In this section I will also do the text center, this will also do the center. Now button is looking good on the mobile, so I will not do the changes here. Now check again in the mobile area how it is looking. So it is looking good on the mobile. Now let's check in this another phone. Now it is also looking good. Now images, rest is all fine. Add a space in the next section and this section. So I have created this space section here. The height of that section is 60 pixels, so there is a small line going between them, so I will hide that line. I don't want that line. So that's, now it is showing some space in the next section and this section. Now we will add our blog post section here. Now we will edit the home page again. Excuse me. Now we will add another row layout here. On this blue color section we will add another section on top of it. So first we will add this section. Now we will add another section on top of it. So we will add the blog section. So where is the blog section? So here is it. blog section. Now you can see the blog posts are showing here. Now let's design this section. Go to the main blog section, and now we want to change the color of it. So now we will change the color of it. So now it is blue. You can change it to any color. So let's see how it is looking good. Now it is looking good. Now we have to tweak some setting here in this block. So we will add 3 column in this. Now you can add 2 column, 1 column. So I will select the 3 column because I want the 3 column which is looking good, and we can also select how many posts if we want to show. Now you can see there are so many options here. We can configure it. Say for example, we can enable the image of the author in author by or date, edited date, etc, etc. We can show the category. We can change the size of the author, image, date label. There are so many options here. We can enable or disable the read more button. So also, so just I'm tweaking which one is looking good and which one is the option which is I required. So you can go and play with these options and configure it according to your preference. So now it is looking beautiful right now. So we will go with this section. So how it is looking now? It is looking good. So we have to adjust it little bit according to the design I created earlier. So we can also change the heading which was very big at the time, which was very big earlier. Now it is looking good. So now we will tweak the right hand and left hand setting in this area. So now you can see that there is very few gap in the right and left hand section, and the bottom part which is very big as compared to the above section. So we will do the setting here. Now it is looking good but not that good, so we will tweak the setting here. So now I am changing the padding is whatever the content inside that block will change. We will shift to right, left, up or down. So we will shifting our content in the inside the box by placing the value in the padding box. And margin is just the opposite of the padding. So in margin we will change the last part of the outside part of the section. So now I am just changing the color which is similar to that earlier selected color. So there is a blank paragraph here, so we will just move it to the upward and convert, and we will type my latest post here. Now let's see how it is looking on this section. So I just removed it because this was the default paragraph section. Now I want to add the advanced heading section of the Kadence block plugin. So I'm just inserting a block Now it comes outside our section, but we will go and drag it on the desired place. Now just tweaking the color of this section and now align it to center. Now it is exactly looks like our post. Now you can simply change the height and the font size. Now we will design this call to action area. For that we will create another row based block. So we will create a row block here and we will create another column block inside it, and I will select a heading block and where I will type subscribe to my YouTube channel. So now I am changing the background of the block, again font color of the block on the text and align it to center. So now I will use the button block by the Cadence theme. Just simply type subscribe and select the default theme settings. Now it is looking good. We can type our channel name here. Now you can see that there is a gap between these. There must be a gap between these two blocks. So we will select the main block and add the spacer between them. So now you can see the gap between these two blocks. Now we want to show this blue background in the entire width of the screen, so we will go do by this, selecting this width section, full width. Go to update and see the settings. Now it is looking good. Now this section is looking good on mobile. This section is also looking good on mobile. This section is also looking good on mobile. So now we will create a footer part of our website. Now go to the appearance, customize, and like earlier we have created the header part, now we will create the footer part. Now here it is also the three section here, but we will do work in the middle section here. So in the left hand side I have selected the social blocks here, so we will choose which social media icons we want to place in that here. So I have selected these icons here, so just changing the order of these. Publish it. Let's see how it is looking. Now the design of these is not like which we want, so we will go here and see if it is good or not. Now the basic outline of this gone. Let's see where is this option in this settings. Now it is looking good, but we want the text also. So where is this option? It must be here. Let's see, where is it? Now go. Done. This is looking good. Now we will create these links. Now this is the easy part. Just select the widget on the middle and right part. Here in the widget section, we will add the page widget here, because we have created these pages on our website. So we can use either custom HTML or the page section here. So I will select the page section, which is very easy. Just give the title. So I will write site links, and now it will show all the pages which we have created earlier in this section. Now you can see what I want to talk. Now we want these in the different sections. So terms and condition, privacy policy, cookie policy on the right side. On the middle we want about, blog, portfolio, contact us page. So how we are going to achieve it? Now let's see, the same content is showing on both of the block. So we will exclude those pages which we don't want in the middle of the block and from this section. So for that we need the post ID, page ID of that all the pages which we have created earlier, so that we can exclude from these widgets. So let's see where how to get the post ID. Just hover your mouse on the page title, and in the bottom section you can see that the page ID which is showing here. So just simply on the notepad I have write all the page names and the page IDs here. So also you can also do that, and we will use these IDs in the widget area in the footer section. So I simply come here. Now I will exclude those IDs like cookie policy, disclaimer, privacy policy, which I don't want in the middle section of the links. So just simply enter all the IDs separating by comma and click on done, and publish it. Now let's see how it is looking. Now home page is left, so we will exclude this from also. Just we have to note down the home page ID. Now we will exclude other pages from the right hand side. So it is the easiest one to set up the footer area of our blog. Now our website is looking exactly same how which we want to make. Now let's see how it is looking good. Now friends, now our home page is ready. Now you can see that we have created this page in few minutes in the WordPress without using any page builders, and even without doing any optimization. The page score is very high on mobile as well as desktop. So right now I make this page little short so that you don't get confused. So this video is all about to get the overview of how you can design the pages on the WordPress. So you can explore other blogs and you can explore other options in these blogs to make it further. You can add more elements like this. So for the exercise I will give you, just look any web page which you like most and try to convert that page on your website without using any page builder. So try this, and if you stuck somewhere, please let me know in the comments. So thank you. We will see you in the next video, and please like and subscribe to my channel.